I do not plan to leave the country, or I do not plan to hide if there will be a warrant of arrest. Mainly because my children are here. So if I am detained, I want to be able to still see my children. So I have no plans of doing that. I have no plans of leaving the country to hide. The lawyers presented me with options, and I asked them if I needed to go to the NBI for the subpoena, and then they said that I have options not to go. I can send a letter, I can send a position paper, I can send an affidavit. And so we decided that a letter will be sent to the NBI. And then with regard to patas, I don't think magiging patas itong investigasyon na ito. Dahil kung nakita nyo naman yung mensahe ng Pangulo na sinabi niya na ganitong mga kriminal na ageist, sinabi niya ganitong mga kriminal na gawain na hindi ko palalampasin. So, makita na natin, no, the pronouncements of the President, meron ng bias doon. And kung nakita nyo rin yung interview ng isang USEC ng Department of Justice, sinabi niya, a threat is a threat. Well, if you're a lawyer, you would argue na no, there's several kinds of threats. But nakita nyo na doon pa lang sinabi na niya kung ano yung position niya. At as a USEC of DOJ, we expect that that is the position of the Department of Justice. So kahit pa man pumunta ako doon, hindi ako pumunta doon, we believe, and I believe, that we, meaning the lawyers and I, believe that cases will be filed. So kahit pang sabihin nila na merong investigasyon, sa simula pa lang, nagdesisyon na sila na mag-file sila ng cases. Worst case scenario na nakikita namin is removal from office, impeachment, and then patong-patong na mga kaso, multiple cases to be filed, which the lawyers already told me to expect as well. That is why I just decided not to go to the NBI, because clearly the pronouncements of the President and the USEC of DOJ point to cases to be filed. When I read the subpoena, I read there it was for grave threats, na hindi naman grave threats yung ginawa ko under the revised penal code, and it was for anti-terror law. So napaisip ako, bakit anti-terror law ang iniimbestigahan nila. And then, it's not the first time that I've heard of the anti-terror law used against a person. So, the first time I read about it, they used it against Congressman Arnie Teves. So, I inquired about what happened in Negros. So I was told, yun nga, there was a red notice, there was a AMLAC, freezing of assets, money, there was, well, a warrant of arrest, yes. And very recently, I read again the law, and then I found there that there is a provision there, removal from office. So on that point, it's still kumbaga an avenue, I think, that they're pursuing to remove me from office. I do not plan to leave the country, or I do not plan to hide if there will be a warrant of arrest. Mainly because my children are here. So if I am detained, I want to be able to still see my children. So I have no plans of doing that. I have no plans of leaving the country to hide. That Franz Castro announced last year that they are planning to file an impeachment. We already talked to lawyers who will handle the impeachment case at the time. But now, cases pala, 3. So we just need more lawyers. And we already discussed this with the first team that we hired as lawyers. Very recently, we had a meeting with the lawyers, and what was discussed there was the arrangements because we needed more lawyers. We are expecting another impeachment case, no? So this may be 3 impeachment cases. So, and then we will await official copy of the articles of impeachment so that they can prepare the defense. We already have advanced copies of what is filed in the House of Representatives, and they're starting preps right now. No, we're not confident with numbers, ma'am, because impeachment is a legal process and a political activity. So we are confident with the legal aspect of the impeachment because all the lawyers that I asked to review the initial drafts of the impeachment complaint really said that this is not, well, they would say it's not an impeachable offense and this is not an actionable offense, things like that, lawyer talk. But with regard to politics, that is a different matter altogether. So we do not know what will happen. That's politics. They always say that there are no permanent friends and enemies in politics. So it really depends on the person, no, on the politician, what path he will choose